Today's Halloween, right?
Hell yeah, it is. You got any Halloween plans? You give out candy?
Yeah, we did that. I had a whole spectacle outside.
I was gonna say you seem like a full candy bar kind of guy.
Yeah, oh yeah, candy bar, all kinds of shit. I like to
hell
surprise everybody.
Dude, that's so awesome. People fucking think of you. Just look at your house and just think, God, that guy every year.
Oh yeah, that guy, he's the candy bar guy
As a
for
candy
sure.
bar guy, full king size, gives it all.
Yeah,
Gives us everything we got. Hell yeah.
So we're live now, right?
Yes, sir. Well, a little pre-show talk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Get a couple people in here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy bar, Nasty?
My favorite what?
Candy bar.
It has to. I mean, if you're like I always like to say, if you're holding me over a fucking cliff, it's got to be a Reese's. And then if it's not a Reese's, it's got to be an Almond Joy. I don't know what it is about
Joy. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. That chocolate, the chocolate with coconut is crazy.
Criminal. All right. Let's get started, baby.
All right. What up, everybody? It's your boy Nasty from Nasty Sports, and we're back. We made it to day 2. I don't know how in the hell I made it out of Detroit last night with everything going on. There was probably 100,000 people downtown, and it took forever. Thank God I know the back roads, and I didn't get caught in the traffic. But the good news, and everyone saw, if you didn't see Donald Duck walking through Sobet, and everyone wants to know what that means that I always send Donald Dunk. Did I say Donald Dunk, Bryce, or Donald Duck?
Definitely Donald Dunk.
Dunk, yeah. It was a slam dunk, but it was Donald Duck walking, throwing cash up. That's because we fucking absolutely murdered the sports books this week. Finally, I think week 1, week 2, we absolutely killed it. Now we're back. So the last few weeks, we've been doing what I say, riding the wave of sports betting, right? So now we absolutely fucking killed it. We got back on track. So everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. We hit all 3 primetime games. We did really good on Thursday with Buffalo game. Even though they rigged the game, I wasn't really on the spread. I did a lot of alternate lines and a lot of alternate parlays. Then we hit on, Sunday night was the Bears game. Absolutely knew that was the Chargers were going to handle business. And then last night, even though, guys, you have to understand this. I truly believe that they were really trying to rig that game. And I hate to use the word rig because you guys, like I always say, are going to come for me with fucking pitchforks, especially the old timers. The youngsters, I think you like the word rig because it gives us an out if you lose. But the old school guys don't want their fucking game to be fucked with. And so when I use the word rigged, everyone gets mad. But last night, let's follow the storyline. Back and forth, Lions looked like they're in complete control. And guys, I was at the game. At any time, and listen, I'm not going to go deep into this, but at any time there could have been a lot of flags for holding on the Lions in that in that secondary, but they kept the flags in the pocket. You know, they let the game unfold. But at the end, tell me it's not strange, and it worked out in our favor because if you were part of my team, and again, it's $10 a month to get all my picks, my slips, everything that I do. And guys, in the comments, tell everyone, because there's a lot of news people from Twitter and there's Instagram. This is being shot all over the place. Tell everyone if we did not murder it with all our player props, it was just a massacre of the sports book for Nasty Nation. But at the end, if you noticed, what was it? I gave out minus. I said under 41.5. There's no way these teams even get to close to 42. Thank God that missed field goal at the end because that would have fucking crushed us. That would have also that hurt everyone, Bryce, that took Detroit over 26.5. So a lot of people were hurt about that miss. But think about it. What was it? Bryce, can you check this? I think it was 9. The point spread was 9 points. 9 fucking points at the end of the game. And the spread was -7. So technically, that missed field goal left them, a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go? Probably a little bit under 2 minutes. All they had to do is drive down the field, and they would have justified kicking a field goal because you're down 2 possessions. You're not down a touchdown and an extra point. I mean, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion because that's 8. They were down 9. Were they down 9? Someone in the comments correct me because I was drinking at the game, and I was completely crazy. So does anyone say that, Bryce, in the comments?
Let's see here.
Was it 9 points with the Raiders driving?
I believe it was 9.
Okay. So, I mean, what did the score end, Bryce?
26-14, right?
Yeah. So what is that?
That's 12.
That's 12. So 7. So 9.
And then field goal, yeah.
The field. Anyway, yeah. So, well, technically, I think the fix was in for them to drive. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's all fugazi. Maybe they left it alone. Maybe it happened the way it is. But regardless, it doesn't even fucking matter. We won. We won big. How many people in the comments, really quick, show of hands, or if I got any haters in here, did you make any money with me this week? That's the number one thing. Let me know, Bryce, if people, I can't see the comments yet. Soon I'm going to have a big screen right here, or maybe right here where I can see the comments. I can't see the comments. What do we got so far, Bryce?
We got a lot of money symbols, a lot of money logos.
Money's fucking symbols. That's what the hell I want.
A lot of
now,
dollar
guys,
signs.
Today, I got a very special show, and this is a fast show because on Tuesday, we're still trying to get the logistics. We have our and guys, if you guys follow me, make sure you follow like Gutsy, okay? I really like Gutsy. Gutsy's an animal at fucking hockey. Baseball was a little up and down this year, but if you really want to gain your units, I follow Gutsy sometimes, and this is a good shout out for Gutsy. And so hopefully Gutsy sees this and buys me a steak dinner when I go to Nashville. But Gutsy's the man in hockey. But I think he has a show, right, Bryce, right after me with with
the Tour Junkie
guys,
boys.
Right?
Yep, golf gurus and gamblers with the Tour Junkie boys right after this.
And what do those guys do? What do those guys do, Bryce?
They do quite literally everything golf.
Okay, so like player props, over unders.
Yep.
Okay, and so if anyone wants to make, I'm sorry, go ahead, Bryce.
I was just about to say they just do some winners. They do. DB is the guy from Tour Junkies that really works well at SoBet. He does the big balls betting card every week where he gives you 20 crazy outright winners that he thinks like are long shots but have a chance to win. I think in 2018 he was up like in golf. Obviously, when you hit a streak in golf, it's insane of how many units you can go up just because these odds are so crazy of people winning. Yeah. So I think he was up like 200 units like in a golf season because like he hit like 4 outrights of like just guessing winners and they're 20-1 odds.
If you could guess a winner in golf, that's you're killing it, obviously. So yeah, hey, that's just more power. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Join the SoBet group, guys. It's $10 a month. And this is for anyone that's new to the channel or just stumbled across this fucking shit show. If it's $10 a month, you get all my picks and my transparency, but then you get guys like Gutsy. You get to see his picks. You get the golfing guys. You get the tennis guy. There's so many guys, and here's the thing. I can't vouch for everyone who comes onto the platform, obviously, but everyone, it's a weeding process. Are they good? Are they not? Do they know what they're doing? So guys are coming and going, but the good ones will always stay. So just keep in mind of that. Good news today is, like I said, it's a short day, but I'm bringing on a special guest. A lot of people in my Discord. So if there's a lot of guys that like Discord, jump into the Discord. Do we have that QR code ready, Bryce? I don't know. There it is.
Yeah, sorry, just put it up.
And ask, and just so I want to make sure, can anyone click on that? I know sometimes you got to screenshot it and then take a picture of the QR code, but someone as a guest in the comment box thing right there, give me a click, see if that's clickable. And then say yes or no. I'm just trying to see how this shit works.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's clickable. Beautiful. All right. So anyway, we're bringing on a good friend of mine. Known him for years. This guy is a degenerate gambler, but he is, to me, I truly believe. Is he in the back room, Bryce?
Not yet. No.
Okay, he's not yet. So let me know when he hits the back room. Hopefully he's not having, because this is all new to everyone, right? But anyway, this guy, he's a genius at stats. He's a genius at fantasy football. This guy is like, he's like the funny Rain Man. So he's not like delusional Rain Man. He's like the funny Rain Man of stats, numbers, and figuring out shit. And we're always trying to find an edge on the sports books. So that's what we're trying to do here. So when he hits that back room, we'll bring him on. Hopefully he's not having none of that technical difficulty bullshit. But back to last night. Let's just talk about last night. We were all over Detroit, and for a lot of you guys that don't know, one of my favorite systems to do is if the sports books are going to give us a whole array of options all week. Like right now, we could go bet on anything NFL right now. And when the NFL's week, what is it? Week 9 or week 10 we're coming on? I think 9, right?
9.
Yeah, when week 9 hits and we land on week 9, you can actually still parlay shit from week 9 to week 10. So, I mean, if they're going to give us that advantage, it's always good to be patient. I'm going to teach you guys one thing, and the one thing only is you don't have to. It took me many years as a fucking asshole gambler to understand that you don't have to see your money tonight. And what I mean by that is everyone's so eager to build your bankroll that night, meaning, you put in 5 bets, you love to sit there at 11 o'clock at night and see if your bankroll went up or it went down. I learned from a long time ago that it's okay to, a lot of you guys will see, I'll have $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 pending all the way till Monday. We did it this week. I started betting on Monday with the World Series, and I was live betting, adding the Lions, doing bets on Tuesday, adding the Lions, adding bets on Saturday, adding the Lions. Anytime I bet, I was adding the Lions. So we hit the parlay of the week. We pushed a lot of tickets. So when you guys hear me say, oh, Nasty's pushing tickets, that means that I'm live betting and sending money to the next day or maybe a week from now. And if you guys followed me 2 years ago, and this is why, Bryce, I always have to reference 2 years ago because I went on a magical run. I don't know if you know this, Bryce, but when I first went on to social media, I turned 2,000. I made a video. My kids go, this is the story of me coming out on TikTok. I made a video and I said, I'm going to turn $2,000 into, I think I said 50,000 this NFL season, right?
Yeah.
I went to bed because my kids, I've always been like a private handicapper, meaning like before it became legalized, I was, just underground. People finding me, no matter how, maybe from Vegas, whatever.
Yeah. Word of mouth.
What's that? Yeah, word of mouth bullshit, right? So I made this video because my kids were like, yeah, there's people talking sports on TikTok. You got to get on Instagram, Dad, all this, right? And I was like, no, that's all bullshit, right? So anyway, I made a video, 2,000 to 50,000. I put the phone down. We were fucking hanging out, whatever. Woke up and there was 100,000. I had 100,000 followers. And a lot of you guys are saying, oh, that's bullshit. He only have 30. Well, before I got banned from TikTok 2 years ago, I had like 150, close to 200,000 followers. But then I got aggressive. I was talking shit. You guys know me. I can't keep my mouth shut. So I didn't know that when people, you're allowed to be talk shit to, but you can't talk shit back. And I got banned, right? So anyway, with that, I ended up turning $2,000 into 130,000. And anyone in the comments, so just in case there's new people here, knowing that I'm not talking shit, because I know I have a lot of people who's been following me for 2-3 years now. How many of you guys remember that magical run of $2,000 to 130? Anyone? Let me know, Bryce, if anyone says anything.
Yep, I'll let you know. So you're saying that you pretty much did remember like 2-3 months ago, that ladder challenge that was really popular, like turning $10 into 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
You did that before. You're the OG of the ladder challenge.
No, I cleared the ladder twice. No, listen, I cleared the ladder twice. The thing about the ladder, though, is that I'm not big about, when you get to like the 8th rung, I think it's called a rung, right? Yeah. R-U-N-G of the ladder. And now you're having all this money there. Now you're like, okay, do I want to keep doing the fucking ladder or do I want to, just take all my profit? So,
right.
Anyway, yeah, done the ladder challenge, done all the other bullshit. Them are all fun and games. Did anyone go check out that Thrive Fantasy? I still haven't. So they keep telling me to check it out. I don't even think it's legalized here in Michigan, but in a lot of other states it is. So I might have a few challenges with that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, if we want to keep talking Monday Night Football and how disgusting the 26.5 missed field goal team total over was, but NFL trade deadlines today.
Oh, it is, right?
Yeah.
What was the talk? What's the biggest talk right now? And guys, listen, I got to be completely transparent with you. I am completely unorganized right now because I'm trying to set up the studio. We're trying to shoot a show. We're trying to bring on guests, but I promise you we're going to get more and more. I'll have everything and I'm going to have a fucking co-host here that's going to be bringing up this fucking knowledge. But until we have a co-host, you guys in the comments, let us know. You guys should let me know right now in the comments who's I think the biggest name that's being put out there is obviously Henry, right? From the Tennessee Titans, right?
Yeah, the only thing that's happened so far is Montez Sweat from the Washington Commanders. He got traded to the Bears.
Oh no, there's going to be massive breaking news by today. There always
there's
is.
going to be. Yeah, and then I do know like Devontae Adams is. Adam Schefter came out and said that a close person on the team said that they'll never trade Devontae Adams. Like,
Really?
they're not going to trade him today.
I mean, he didn't look happy. I mean, he didn't look happy last night.
Dude, he was so pissed off last night. Then I guess in the comments, Dobbs was traded to the Vikings, which I did not see.
Who is?
Dobbs was traded to the Vikings.
from Arizona?
Yeah.
Well, I can't. Does anyone else in the comments, and I don't want to shame anyone because I don't know how sensitive this platform is yet, but I cannot stand looking at him. I can't stand listening to him. I don't know why. I feel like he doesn't even look human to me, but I guess that's beyond football. But
you talking about Shefty?
Huh?
Are you talking about Shefty?
No, Shefty. I could.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Dobbs.
Oh, Dobbs. Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
It seems like he shouldn't even be playing football. I don't know why. Maybe that's the hater in me. I don't know.
By the way, Rainmaker's here. Whenever you want to bring him on, let me know.
All right.
He's in the back
Who's
room.
Who's tired of listening to me and you want me to bring on? We call them. Listen, guys. Everyone on this show will have a nickname. Listen. And like I said, I'm going to be bringing in fucking dancers in this bitch. We're going to bring in fucking clowns. We're going to bring in. Are you allowed to say, what do small people like to be called, Bryce?
I think you nailed it.
Small people?
Vertically challenged.
And listen, and it's not shaming. You could hire them. They want to be, they want to come here and entertain because I've been talking to an agency here in Detroit and they said, yeah, we'll come here. Just pay us money. We'll do whatever you want. So is that against the rules if I bring them on the show, Bryce, if you can hire them?
No, I don't think so. I think,
all right.
I think we're good there. I think that, yeah, we're good. We should be good there.
What does everyone in the comments say? Should I bring small people on if they're up for hire?
Everyone is saying yes. I can tell you that much.
Right? Hit them with the fucking. All right, let's bring on Brainmaker, man. Let's fucking. Everyone's probably tired of listening to me.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna be jumping in the back room. And just let me know if you need anything.
All right. Let's see. Where's Rainmaker? We're gonna figure you out, Rainmaker. Hey, look at this guy.
Fucking nightmare, dude. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
fuck?
I can hear you.
Hey, I made it. All right.
I love seeing you come
hear
on
me?
with those fucking headsets on. You look perfect.
I bought a computer and I built this shit. Let's take it to Hollywood.
Yeah, hey, I like it, man. You already look famous. You look better than me.
You froze up.
Yeah, I think,
what
I
do you
think
want
you're
to talk
freezing a little bit. Yeah. All right, well, like I said, guys, this ain't gonna be perfect. We got to work through the fucking kinks. We're putting together this fucking show, and we're gonna see what can happen.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, we call him Rainmaker, but I call him Jay. You could call him Rainmaker. We call him Rainmaker because he's been on some incredible runs in his life, making tons of money. And then on the opposite side, he's also got his fucking shit kicked in a million times. So just like every other gambler, we're not perfect here, but we're trying to find ways to make money. Jay, why don't you introduce yourself to everyone, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, my name is actually Jason Quattro. I've nicknamed myself the Rainmaker because I was on a fucking heater of all heaters, and I felt like that was the appropriate name. Since then, I've cooled off a little bit, but I've seen a lot, I know a lot, I feel a lot, and we're gonna talk about a lot of shit. So now that I've made it, and
now, Jay, tell us, and Jay, we're going to end up fixing his, he has a little bit of streaming problems, but so on the next show, we're either going to do a show every Wednesday and Friday. If you guys love fantasy, this guy is the fan. To me, I've watched a million fantasy guys. Jay, how are we doing on our fantasy tour around everybody?
Yeah, so it's we're 5-3. We're in a good playoff spot. We got the second most points. We're doing it nasty because we have a negative point differential, but we wouldn't have it any other way. So
And guys, we are going against this is a big hitting league. We are going against Gino from Bet Openly, Maddie Betts. I think we have Smart Money in this tournament. We have who else? There's like 10 other big names in the tournament. These are guys that are.
It's a 14 team league, kind of high stakes, not real high stakes, but big egos, I will say. And we got sniped a bit in our draft. We've got some good players. We're doing well with and CeeDee Lamb and the fucking savior of all saviors, Raheem Mostert. So don't want to call myself a genius, but I think he was sitting there in like the 15th round, and we were like, fuck, we'll take Mostert.
But that's been a beautiful pick, right? He's been producing like an animal, right?
He's RB2, I think, on the year. So those guys in Miami are breaking off 70-yard touchdown runs every week. So, and he's got a handful of them.
Yeah, no, for sure. Now, Jay, what would be your big, and like I said, this is a fast show today because we got some other shit going on behind us. But what would you say would be your number one fantasy tip? Like if someone said, "Hey, man, I've just started my league this year, or I'm in the middle of the season," what would be like a number one tip you could tell everyone?
Number one tip is that the season doesn't end with the draft. You win your fantasy leagues during the season in waiver wire pickups and trades, and keeping a keen eye on who's getting dropped, and trying to figure out who's going to go off deep in the season and try and spring some trades for those guys, and streaming defenses and kickers. I mean, it's a full-time job. But my number one tip would be don't quit after the draft. Stay on that and see yourself through. I've had teams that start off 1-5, and I've won the league going on some serious heaters towards the end of the season, picking up guys like Salvon Ahmed or fucking Craig Reynolds, for Christ's sakes, guys like this to win fantasy leagues. So stay in there, keep your head in the game, and you can turn out right.
Now, Jay, how long would you say you've been sports betting? Just
I'm 48 years old. I started betting when I was 17.
Tell them the story. Tell them the story about your buddy. Guys, you guys have to hear this fucking story, because when I met Jay and he told me this story, and I kind of knew of the guy just from the being in Vegas for so many years and understanding how these motherfuckers work before the internet. These guys ended up, go ahead, I'll let you tell the story, but tell them how your friend brought, and go ahead, tell them the story.
So I've been getting hustled since I was fucking 17. Back then it was 1993, and guys like Vegas guys like Phil Steele and fucking Mark Lawrence and all these guys are posting their magazines and shit, right? So I'm from a town in Ohio. It's a kind of a mob town. It's Youngstown, Ohio. And in Youngstown, they've got bookies all over the place. I used to deal with a guy named Moose when I was 17. I had to go down there and fucking pay his ass every
Moose.
So I start college. I'm going to Youngstown State University. We used to fucking hang out in the commons area, and a group of us would fucking papers out and start fucking pulling out lines and shit, and we would never go to class. We'd sit there for 8 fucking hours putting together a card, and we would bet on them, and we'd lose, and I fucking had to borrow money from my grandma to pay for it. And so one day we're sitting there, and my buddy, his name's Cheech. He's a casino host out in Vegas now. He's been there for 20, 30 years now. So Cheech comes up to fucking to the commons, and he's like, "Hey, I got a guy. He's like, he's fucking 8-0. He just ran the table. I paid for his service. It's $400. You guys want in?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I'll get in on some 8-0." And he's like, "Yeah, okay. So it's Stu Stu Finer's picks, and this guy, he's got locks all over the place. So, yeah, okay, so we all pitch in fucking $50.
Now,
We're gonna make a nut on this thing, right?
Jay, let me just say, what's the guy's name?
Stu Finer. You'll
Okay,
know
guys.
him. Look him up. He's still around. I think
He's still, listen, Stu Finer, trust me, I know the guy. I know the fucking hustle. I told you guys, I lived in Vegas for 10 years. After the show or right now, keep the show playing. Go Google him. He's still hustling. This fucker is probably like, what,
He's
70 years old?
Yeah, he might be older than that.
Yeah, he might be
I
70.
was 17 at the time. So.
He's still on the internet fucking hustling. Anyway, go ahead. Keep it going, Jay.
So Cheech, you know, Cheech is always on some fucking hustle. He's like, I gotta eat. We're gonna smoke the books. So he gives us 8 fucking plays, Stu Finer plays, college basketball. We're like, all right, we're fucking in, right? So we all call Moose. We're like, yeah, we're gonna do 500 a pop. 8 fucking. What's the worst that can happen? He's gonna break even, right? The guy's on a heater. He never loses. We're paying for his fucking picks. Right, so we're like 500 each, right? That's $4,000. I don't have a fucking dollar in my name, and so we're $4,000 in on some Stu Finer shit, and we go home. We're watching the games. You know, game 1, fucking he lost. Game 2, he lost. 3, 4, 5, he lost. We better go 3 and 5. We're gonna have a fucking problem here, says Moose. He goes 0 and 3. We lose all 8 fucking plays. And that was the beginning of my fucking gambling career.
Oh, listen, 0 and 8 will fucking send you. That's it. You're chasing for life, like you're.
Hey, how about the $4,000?
Yeah,
I was on fucking. My parents were on welfare. I didn't have no fucking $4,000. I don't know where it was coming from.
So how did you guys?
So
how did you guys end up paying the local bookie guy?
We're Moose. We're town regulars. Like he knows our families and shit. He probably didn't want our parents to know that he was taking money from us, so he let us get on a payment plan.
Jesus Christ, fucking payment plan. That's it. Bookies are doing layaways, right? We're all doing layaways. What the fuck? No, I love that. I love that fucking story every time you fucking tell it, dude. It's just the prime example, and so many people have came to me, and listen, guys, sports betting's a ride, right? You go up, you go down. No one's perfect, right? But you hear so many stories of guys just fucking jumping on board, promising everyone the fucking moon, and then it all goes to shit, right? I mean, it's a classic case.
No.
And even times, there's been times I'm not perfect either. There's guys that just join, and I'm on a massive heater. You've seen it, Jay. You've been around me for years. I'm on a massive heater, and it's just the wrong time that you joined that week where I lose my ass back a little bit. You know, it's just, it happens.
You put so for 3 years I'm posting free shit in your Discord, and we're winning 50, 70, 70%. These hitters for basketball, these reduced stat parlays and shit, and everyone's winning and we're doing great. And you're like, hey, fuck it, you've been doing it for so long. Let's put you behind a fucking paywall. Give them $10 a month. We'll make some money on you. You're doing a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I'm on 13-0 run. I gave the people fucking 13 straight winners. We're like, yeah, get behind a paywall. I fucking launched this service. Fucking 1 and 7.
Yeah, no, it happens. Now listen, guys, and just so you know, what Rainmaker, Jay, whatever you guys want to call him, I love the name Rainmaker. But listen, because in this industry, you got to have a nickname because it's only, it's a little gangster, right? Anyway, listen, what he does, and this is genius, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. Basically, he goes through the slate and he finds player props that hit at, what are they hit at? Like 90%, right?
I don't put them on a sheet unless they're 90% across multiple metrics. I won't get into the metrics part of it, but they've got to hit 90% over, let's say, 8 to 10 different scenarios. And if they hit 90% in all 10, I'll put them on a list.
Yeah, and before everyone freaks out and goes, no bullshit, this and that, we're doing alternate lines. Like FanDuel, DraftKings, they let you do the alternate line. So once we find the alternate line, he goes in through a million ways of how he does his magic. I don't have the patience to do this. We're creating actually software to help develop the process to make it faster. But what he does is then he goes and tries to find these guys that hit at 90% at the adjusted rate. And then we got to, now it's our, like, guys like me that know how to follow the storyline, to take that and go, okay, what are the three, you know how guys, you guys know how I do like the parlay of the week? Well, what we're going to start doing, just to narrow this down instead of giving you plays every week, is we're truly going to try to find 3 guys, maybe 4 guys, the storyline from like maybe from what were we talking about? Like Saturday, can we add in college with this, Jay, or no?
I haven't really looked at NCAA too much, but those stats are a little funky. The way those games are played and who goes off and when and how. I don't see a whole lot of value in it, but I haven't really delved that deep. I think NHL could be a boon for.
Yeah, I think
like
we dove into NHL for a little bit. We did the Olay in baseball that was really good, but then we remember the Olay, right? So the Olays were beautiful.
Yeah,
go ahead, Jay.
We're working on some systems for baseball, hockey, but really it's NBA. I've been doing NBA now. This is my 3rd year with this system, and it's produced results unlike. I mean, and I'm sure the market's going to catch up, and the odds aren't going to they're going to start extending the odds or closing the window on the stats you can get and stuff like that. But
I know
it's been magic.
I know, but Jay, we're at the, no one else in the industry is doing this. No. Did we lose everybody? Okay, I didn't know if we lost everyone. Let me see. I want to make sure we're not running short on time. Okay, we got a few more minutes. But what's happening is no one on any account, Instagram, Twitter, X, no one's doing what you're doing. So right now the books ain't even caught up to what we're doing behind the scenes with this. So if we could truly go on some fucking massive heaters before, someone catches up on this, I mean, we'll see. And guys, if you want, hey, Bryce, is there any way you could put that, the Discord? I don't know. I'm going to ask that. There's the Discord link right there. If you guys just say, hey, fuck it, I'm willing to throw another $10. Jay is on my Discord. He's behind the paywall on Discord. Discord's free, but if you want to see his list that he puts out, you just go to the Discord right there. You're in there. Trust me, NBA, NFL, I'm pretty sure we're going to catch heat here in a minute. We're going to create a good system. So if you want to jump in on that, go ahead. Yeah, that's good, Bryce. Yeah. You don't got to put it up no more.
For reference, those lists have been hitting at 85% on average over 3 years span, and it never misses. I think the lowest I've seen is 81%, and the highest I've seen is 96%. But these fucking lists, and they're extensive. We're talking 50 to 100 plays on them. They hit at 85+%. So the real trick is to pick a few legs, because they're all long, or they're all like aggressive odds. I'd say anything from -700 to -200. So you got to cobble a few of them together to get yourself a nice bet. But the game ends up being, can I pick 2 or 3 out of this fucking list before I pick the one loser? And my numbers say that, yeah, you can about 70% of the time.
And especially as long as and especially if you guys are good at putting storylines together, not just saying like, maybe what you do, and like I said, we're going to figure out our own system with this shit, but maybe you wait until one guy misses his original mark of 3 times in a row. Now he's back at home against a bad defense. That's the time to put him in your parlays, shit like that. But we're going to figure that shit out for sure. That's
there. Yeah, absolutely. So it's there. I do the work, and it's a lot of fucking work. But for $10 a month, you could have the results of that work, whatever it means to you. I also post my plays in there, and since I went behind the paywall, we're kind of middling. We're like right in the middle, but it took a lot to like get everything digitalized, because I'm a man. I write a lot of shit down, so a lot of my time has been going towards digitalizing everything, and I don't get a whole lot of time. Hey, I'm old school, dude.
No, I get it. It's trust me. Trust
You're
me,
putting
my
it on
old
the
ass,
fucking.
it takes a lot for my old ass to jump in here on this and fucking try to figure out. I'm talking to a fucking wall over here with the camera on it. So
Dude,
what the fuck
that
do I
fucking
know?
studio, that's legit, dude. That's a
Now listen.
legitimate studio.
Now before we go and we're gonna end the show, and guys, listen, if you want all my picks and plays and shit, you know I'm gonna put out plays here in a little while, but not today on the show. I usually I have some leans, but we ran in. I don't want to just throw you guys something just to give you fucking something, and then you guys run out and do it and then cuss me out later. But Jay, tell me, and real quick, because we got like 5 minutes. Would you say, since you were watching the NFL, and I'm gonna every fucking guest that I bring on this show, I truly want their opinion. Would you say that the NFL, especially the NFL, have you said you've been watching football for 30 years probably? And when I say 30, I'm saying 30 of you knowing what actually is fucking happening on the field, flags and how the ball moves and, you know, the flow of the game. Would you say more than ever, and don't fucking just say it to fucking appease me, give me your true opinion. Would you say that it feels rigged, tampered with? What's your opinion on how the NFL looks these days?
The NFL is 100%, 100% rigged. Rigged. And it's not rigged. I've got the stories and I'll fucking show you the way. But here's the deal. The NFL is not rigged in that the fucking Minnesota Vikings get a script that says, hey, you're going to dip under the guy's shoulder and lay the ball on the ground at 3rd and 8 at the 10-minute mark. It's more like this. The fucking referees are a third party to the NFL system, right? So they act like they're not associated with the NFL, but they're hired by the NFL. So it's almost like a fucking mortgage appraiser, right? They're supposed to be third party, no rigging going on. Well, they're fucking rigging the shit out of everything. So the way I see it, the NFL referees are a third party organization. The NFL is in bed with fucking FanDuel and DraftKings, not necessarily Vegas anymore now. Let's get Vegas out of the equation because DraftKings and FanDuel, these guys are the fucking money makers. And so they're in it together. So the way the rig works is like this. Okay, referees, this is kind of where the money situation is and what the NFL narrative situation is. And these are the guidelines that we want you to call your penalties through. And that's why you see a fucking 3rd and 5 guy with his fucking nuts getting tickled as a pass interference. You never, and it's on the opposite side of the fucking field, and it's flag, 3rd and 18, quarterback gets sacked, fucking pass interference, fucking illegal this, illegal that, suck my nuts. It's a fucking rigged scenario all the way down the fucking field until they score a touchdown, and then they cover the spread magically. And that's not fucking rigged? I don't know what it is if you don't fucking say that's
Tampa Bay, the classic case was Tampa and the Bills this Thursday night. I mean, they literally walked fucking Baker Mayfield to the end zone. And if you guys don't see that, I don't know what to say. And so now what I got to now say is we don't abandon the gambling world because we feel it's rigged. We got to just figure out what the storyline is, right? We got to figure out when you see the rig.
Get on the right side.
Yeah, you got to be on the right side.
Right side of the rig.
Because here's the thing. If you're like me,
either that or don't fuck with Vegas. Don't fuck with the spread.
No. Here's the thing. Yeah, that too. That's why you always see me doing alternate lines or fucking looking for money lines. And people go, "Oh, you're crazy. Just pick a straight up fucking side." I can't no more. I used to be a fucking genius at it, but now they're fucking tampering with everything. So here's the thing. No matter what you do, it's in our blood. We're going to be gamblers. We're gamblers. You're a gambler. Anyone who's on this fucking show, you're sitting here because you have something in us, in our brain, that's wired different than anybody else on this earth. And that means we feel like we're winners and we could sniff out. And I don't even know what the chemical is. I don't even think they've done studies on this. They just say you're a gambler and you're a gambler. But there's something more inside of us. There's something more that makes us want to be addicted to this shit where you're, especially sports and making money, it's probably worse than heroin. I don't know what else to say. I mean, what would you say?
Addicted to the high. I want the fucking money. Give me the money.
Just so everyone knows. Hey, Bryce, can you jump in on here or you? Can I hear? I don't think I could hear you.
Sorry.
If he's
I was muted. What's up?
Oh, okay. Bryce, how much time do we have?
About 5 minutes. Real quick, Chase Young just got traded.
Oh, who?
Who to who?
Chase Young to the 49ers.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck.
Breaking news.
That fucking
That's
defense
shit.
is already stacked.
Yeah, but that fucking secondary is weak sauce.
Oh, bad. Yeah.
It's like here's the deal with the Niners. If their line gets to you before you can get to their secondary, you're fucked. But if you can get to their secondary before their line gets to you, you're
right.
fucking golden.
You're right.
That's how they play.
Hey Bryce, how many people in the comments? How many people do we have in the stream?
So total, I mean, out of all the streams, probably right over 50.
Okay, how many do we have?
Twitch, there's about 30.
All right, put me back on the double screen with Jay, because real quick story, just so everyone knows. Listen, and I'll tell this story 1,000 times, and I'll always tell this story. And just because Jay, when we were at the Super Bowl, because I told the story and there's no one to back it up. When we were at the Super Bowl, really quick, we were in Vegas. Me and Jay are in Vegas. We're at this big event, big fucking party, all this shit. Me and him are running around acting like idiots because he's a big time Rams fan already, right? I have Eric Dickerson's fucking jersey on, and he's like, we're fucking holding the helmet. When the Rams, listen, when the Rams were driving, right? When they were driving to go for the last touchdown, did I turn my back to the screen and tell you exactly what was going to happen?
Not only did you do that, you did it 2 or 3 times because they got 3 flags on that fucking drive. And I am the biggest LA Rams fan, St. Louis Rams fan since 1983 that you'll fucking find.
Yeah.
That game was rigged. And the Rams won it because of the fucking rig.
Right.
And for me, they won the Super Bowl, so I'll take the fucking rig. But it was rigged.
Just so everyone understands.
And you called it.
Just so everyone understands, there's a massive, just think you're in a room full of about, I don't know, there's probably, 1,000 people maybe in there? I stand up and I turn my back to the TV, and I'm now looking at everybody, and I go, listen, here comes the magical drive. And I said, and there was no flag, there was no penalties in that game. I think there was 2 or 3 penalties, clean. Like 5-yard, like just some bullshit false starts and shit. I turned around and said, don't worry, the Rams are going to win. And everyone's like, oh shit. Even Jay was like, I don't know, this is getting, I said, watch. I turned my back. I said, if this one's going to Cup, and if Cup don't fucking catch it, a flag. And I looked at Jay and he goes, they just threw a fucking flag. And I said, I told you it was a storyline. I knew this shit was coming. Matthew Stafford was going to get a fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. They handed it. And you called that, too. And not only that, they called another fucking flag like 3 plays later against Cup as well. So they got 2 flags in the end zone, not 1.
No, yeah.
To get that fucking touchdown and get the win. So.
All right.
You fucking.
Well, Jay, listen, we're gonna work out our kinks. We're gonna get a script. We're gonna get a whole fucking thing together with me and Jay Rainmaker. If you want to see him all the time, just go to the Discord. He's Rainmaker on there.
Post those.
Go ahead.
We'll have an NBA slate tonight. I'll have a list up there and some plays and shit. Trying to get on the right side of green. So
yeah, just you guys have to listen. What you have to do, and guys, I still follow. I'll never tell you guys who I follow and who I don't, but you have to always follow someone because you never know if someone's catching a better edge. That's why SoBet is so important to me. Like, or even these Discords, because you get different opinions, you get different fucking news outlets, you get, people help each other. We're not here to say, hey, I'm better than you, or I don't think I'm better than Jay at something. But if we come together and I say, hey, I'm gonna do this, and he might say, bro, I wouldn't touch that because I just heard this, or that's how you got to help each other. You can't be sitting on top of the fucking mountain saying, I'm the fucking GOAT and everyone needs to listen to me. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that do that. You got to know the difference between people who are not transparent and people that are fucking out there to really try to hustle and make money and maybe even just get a little vacation money, whatever it is. But me and Jay, we're going to get this show going. He's going to come on maybe Wednesday, maybe Friday. And we're not going to just bullshit like this all the time. He's going to really talk about what you should do in fantasy, what you should do with these player props. We're going to have a whole system down. So it's not us just fucking bullshitting like we are now. We're going to actually have some substance and some content to this shit. And we're going to see what can happen in the show. And guys, you guys are just as important as we are. I'm trying to grow Nasty Nation so that, we want to, you got to be sick of ESPN and you got to be sick of Fox Sports. We got to be guys that speak like we do, right? At the bar, at the barbershop, just bullshitting at the casino. This is what this sports show is about. Like I said, I'm going to have some crazy shit going on back here. This is just the beginning, but everyone, Jay, and Jay knows me. He knows that when I say I'm going to bring crazy shit, Jay knows I'm going to bring some crazy shit to this.
I'm down, man. Hey, one last piece of advice for anybody who's out there trying to tail a professional capper for money purposes. If you're gonna follow someone, stay with them, fucking high and low. Do not bail and go try something else, because as soon as you fucking leave, he'll start winning and you'll pick up another losing fucking streak and you'll never get on the right side. But if you stick with Nasty and you ride his shit, you gotta have balls of steel. I'll give you that. But if you follow his shit from soup to nuts, you're going to end up big. Yeah, big. But you got to be alert and you got to stay with them.
I always tell people, I'm going to find a way to sniff out money. And you know what's a win to me is when we're riding like this. And even if I lose a few units, that's a win to me. If I lose, okay, like for instance, at the beginning of this week on Monday, and then we'll end the show after this. Just a quick story. At the beginning of like Monday, I was at 7K, right? And so I started like betting, fucking around, pushing tickets all the way to the Lions. By the time I woke up this morning and all my bet slips fucking calculated, I was at 21,000, right? So what is that? That's what, $14,000 weekend for me. So calculate the fucking units. I'm a $200 unit guy. Those are the rides, right?
No, you're not. You're $200 unit until you're up $7,000.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Then you're $1,000 unit.
No. I will get. Listen, I am a loose cannon. I admit I'm a fucking loose cannon.
Oh,
but
no, not a loose cannon. If you're up $7,000, your fucking unit size goes to like 1,000.
No, for sure.
But you wait. You don't do off the fucking get.
No. Like I'll start off this week trying to push tickets, and I'll start off at 200. But if shit starts going my way, I'm definitely fucking slamming units around. Like that's just the way it is. Okay, so. But anyway, Jay, thank you for coming on.
The other thing, though.
What's up?
I was saying, let me get one last thing in there. This is on your system, the way that people follow you. Tip for anybody who follows now: if you got to keep double the bankroll, because when he starts pushing all those tickets to like the Lions, you're gonna have a fucking monstrosity on the fucking Lions. But the goal is to hedge, guarantee yourself betting the other side. So you need money to do that. So you need to have double your bank. You need at least spare half your bankroll for the hedging. And that's how you guarantee wins. So don't be afraid to put $5,000 in on the fucking Lions if you know you're going to be able to guarantee a win of say $2,500 by just betting the other side.
No, that's 100%. But anyway, guys, thank you for showing up. That was episode 2. Thank you for Jay. Guys, we're going to figure all this shit out. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Jay,